Hi, book lovers. It's Jenny at Julia Baby Jen, and this is Friday Reads. Okay, so today is Friday, May 19th. Time for another Friday Reads and what I'm reading this weekend. I finally have a weekend where I have nothing planned. Thank goodness. Next weekend's going to be crazy, but this weekend's a pretty open weekend. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of sleeping. I feel like I'm catching a cold the last 24 hours or so, so my throat's been a little froggy and I just don't quite feel 100%. I was lucky because today I got to leave early from work, so I'd have a day off, and that started my weekend a little early, and that really is great. So I might be laying around reading a lot this weekend and getting some rest. So right now, I just recently started Karvall by Stephanie Garber, and I am loving this book. I'm about a third of the way through it so far, and it's so shiny and pretty, and I just adore this book so far. So far, this is just my kind of a read. The fantastical, mystery, and the fantasy elements. I just really love this so far. So hopefully I love it all the way through. So I'm reading this right now. And I did start a few days ago and I haven't gotten very far into it. The Edge of the Water by Elizabeth George. This is one of the books from my book jar, and I'm really behind on my book jar reads. So this is the second in a series. It's the Whidbey Island series, and it's a YA, kind of a mystery suspense novel with a little bit of a paranormal twist to it. Not a lot of paranormal, but just a little bit. But so far this is really good, but I just not got far into it yet. And then on my Kindle, I'm reading The Distance Between Us by Casey West. This is a YA contemporary. It's for my Pick It For Me challenge that I'm doing on my Goodreads group. And so I'm not very far in, but so far I like it. This is about a girl named Cayman who lives on a touristy kind of island. And she and her mother, it's just her and her mom, and they're pretty poor, but they own this little porcelain doll shop that the rich people and the tourists like to buy on the island. And so far, we're not too far into this yet, but so far she has met this rich boy who I'm guessing is going to be the romantic interest to this. They're miles apart as far as their lives, but he seems interesting, but she hasn't had very many encounters with him yet. She also met this boy that is a lead singer in a band. Her best friend is dating like the drummer, I think, of the band, and she's hooked her up with this lead singer, and he was cute and she kind of liked him, but he was kind of there's a few things about him and their so-called meetup date that she didn't like, and so he's kind of on the back burner of the whole story right now. So but yeah, so far this is really cute and I like it, and I would like to finish this weekend. I don't think it'll take me long. If I finish all those, which I'm hopeful that I can do that this weekend, not nearly as busy as I was last couple weekends. If I finish all those, I think the next book I'm going to read, I was looking through my library books, I think I want to pick up Maud by Melanie J. Fishbane. This I checked out not long ago. This is it's kind of like a historical fiction, I think, YA, but it's based off of the life of Ellen Montgomery. So it's a fictional story, but it's kind of reimagining maybe of Ellen Montgomery's life. So not really a retelling, but kind of, I guess, a little bit. And so it looks really good. Ellen Montgomery is the one who wrote Anne of Green Gables, and I absolutely love her as an author. So I am really excited to um, hey, I'm really excited to get into this read. I really want to read it, especially since Anne with an E just came out on Netflix and I've started watching that. So I've heard that her life was had a lot of parallels to Anne's life, but she wrote Anne's story much lighter and happier, and her own life was a lot more tragic. So I think this will be just a really interesting read, and I can't wait to read this. So I think that'll be the next one I might start. I have so many books on my TBR for my. I honestly didn't put that many on there, but I was looking the other day. I'm like, I still have a good pile, and I just haven't done a lot of reading yet. I've been so busy, so I kind of think that my reading this month's gonna really not be great, but that's okay. I'm enjoying my books, and that's the important thing. Leave me comments below what you're reading this weekend, or what you're doing, or what's going on. I'd love to chat with you. I hope everyone has a good day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.